Welcome everybody to Forza Horizon 4, and today we're taking a look at the 1993 Porsche 968 Turbo S. Now this was part of the 968 range, which was produced from 1992 and to 1995, and is a successor to the 944. It's based on the Club Sport variant of the 968, which was basically a lightened version. Only 16 were made of this Turbo S, and this can be distinguished visually from the Club Sport due to the Naka bonnet hood scoops, rear wing and deeper front spoiler. Also has a more powerful engine than the Club Sport and the standard 968, but it still shares the same 3 litre inline 4 engine, though it is obviously turbocharged, and it produces 305 horsepower and 369 pounds-feet of torque, which is pretty hefty, to be honest, especially for an inline 4 engine from the early 90s. And obviously the fact that it's also combining that immense amount of power with the lightened Club Sport interior means that this has phenomenal in acceleration, comparable to even newer 911s, and being only rear wheel drive as well as having the stripped out interior means it weighs only 2,866 pounds, which again is really rather lightweight. It gets this lightweightness thanks to the fact it's got Recaro only seats, no rear seats at all, as you can see, just a big rear boot, and lack of air conditioning and the likes of that. So stripped out, more powerful, and I think slightly lower as well by 20mm, means that this car is not only track ready but also a formidable car on the road. See how formidable though? We're going to take it out there and see what it can do, so let's get out there. So yeah, more power, less weight than previous 968s mean that this is not only able to wipe the floor with other 968 versions outside of the Turbo RS, which was even rarer than this, only 4 of them were made, and more powerful than this and lighter, but this Turbo S not only wiped the floor with other 968s that were slower than it, but also wiped the floor with the 944 Turbo, which this succeeded. This is due to obviously having more power, 58 more horsepower and 111 more pounds-feet of torque, but also weighing 249 pounds less. So yeah, it's pretty rapid, far quicker than I was ever expecting it to be. Because 305 horsepower may not sound like a lot when you combine it with the fact that it weighs very little as well. It just flies really. And I was a bit naive in thinking that this wouldn't be all that quick. I guess the fact that it's not exactly the newest car either kind of gave me a little bit of a bias towards it not being all that fast, but certainly proved me wrong. And it's a bit of a shame that only 16 of these were produced, because more people really deserve to experience this kind of performance. 0 to 60 in a mere 4.7 seconds. 0 to 111.7 seconds, and it going to a top speed of 171 miles an hour. That's pretty good even by today's standards. The Carrera S, the latest 911, can do 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. So despite a 26-year difference in age and engineering, this is only a little over a second slower than a brand new 911, which is really impressive, quite frankly, especially when you consider the power difference. Pardon me. Really impressed by the performance, and even though the handling is a little bit hairy and a little bit leery as well, because it's got a little bit of a body roll on the go, but then again it is an early 90s sports car. Wouldn't expect it to be perfect in terms of handling, but it is far from awful or anything like that. Just takes a little bit of getting used to, really, to be honest. But when you do finally hone your skills with this car, you will be pretty much unmatched, because the power will certainly make up for any inconsistencies in your driving ability, as it does with me. But still a great car, and never really heard of this version of the 968. I had heard of the 968 obviously, but I didn't know of this version, and I certainly didn't know how quick it was and how great the performance is. Styling wise, not as much of a fan of it as the 944 or the 928, but Porsche have made far worse looking vehicles than this, and certainly makes up for the divisionary it looks with its power and performance. So yeah, not going to really get too hard up on the looks. And at the end of the day, it's the first ever 968 to be featured on a Forza game. So that in itself is a pretty landmark thing, really. And yeah, certainly hasn't disappointed in being the first 968 on a Forza game. And yeah, easily outmatches, or at least is comparable to more modern rivals, quite frankly. And yeah, hope this is on the next Forza Motorsport game, quite frankly, because yeah, it's dying for a track. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.